Alright, hello and welcome to another edition of TikTok Live gameplay. Going with Baseball Stars today on our live, playing our 6-team created league with our created team, Ty's Hall of Famers. We are facing the Brave Warriors. This is our 21st game of the year. We have Gary Sheffield up the plate, left fielder, third hitter in the lineup with 2 outs, 1 strike. Sheffield legs it out, infield single. The shortstop could not get that throw off in time. Dwight Evans makes him pay. 2 base runners here with 2 outs. The Hall of Famers trying to get something going here. That is to the third baseman. He'll tag out the runner, end the inning. 2 hits are harmless after half an inning. No score. David, you are right. That was a weak throw by the shortstop. That is Abe, the Brave Warriors shortstop, who's the leadoff hitter right here. Hitting pretty well, though. 444 on the season with 4 home runs. This is a 6-team created league. The Brave Warriors are in 3rd place right now, behind us and the American Dreams. They're actually ahead of the Ninja Blacksox, a team that is normally better than them. The Brave Warriors outplaying them in the early going. Drop pitch gets Abe swinging. Go from a very good hitter to a very poor hitter. And George, the right fielder, just 116, looking for his first home run still after 20 games. He cannot get the bat off his shoulder right now. 0-2 count. So swinging there. That ball will find a seat out of play. It's a bloop. Vizquel goes back. Makes the easy play. 2 outs. Bringing up Wendell, 284, 3 home runs for the big third baseman. Turns on that one, rips it foul. David wants to know, greatest hitter of all time, pure hitter? You got to separate the old school guys from the new school guys, though. You got to give credit to Babe Ruth and Ted Williams, Willie Mays, but you cannot leave out a guy like Albert Pujols, Ken Griffey Jr. Misplay by the defense. We throw it home. It's going to be a miscue. And very dangerous. Roger up 518 with 9 home runs. David, a little credit for Kirby Puckett. I do love Kirby Puckett. Loved the way he played. He was a hit machine in his prime. Great defense. He could run, too. He was a little spark plug. Loved watching him play. Loved that he won 2 World Series as well. He was an absolute, no doubt about it, Hall of Famer. 1 hops to the shortstop, Abe. Makes the play here. Christopher wants to give love to Tony Gwynn. Of course, Tony Gwynn. But when you mention Tony Gwynn, you cannot leave out Wade Boggs. Same era. Boggs did the exact same things that Tony Gwynn did. Rarely struck out, got on base. That's the second baseman, goes to second, could not turn it, everybody's safe. Warriors could not produce an out there, brings up Orel, a dangerous hitting pitcher. That one's blooped into left field, in front of the left fielder. Oh, he's going to cut down the man at second base, though. Brings up Andruw Jones, makes him pay, high, deep. This one's got a chance to go, just clears the wall. Fan might have reached over and grabbed that one. 3-run blast for the leadoff hitter, Andruw Jones. 3-0 ball game. SD fan with the appropriate name, of course, says Gwyn was the GOAT. He was great. Unfortunately, not a ton of talent around him. He did reach 2 World Series, though, if I'm not mistaken. But a couple of juggernauts there. I believe he played the Yankees 1 year and the Detroit Tigers in '84, if I'm not mistaken, which are one of the great teams of all time. 3 runs across the plate. Bottom of the second, 3-run lead. Brings up John. This one is into left field. Sheffield should be over. On the run, makes the grab. Christopher says, all while drinking 30 beers in a day. That's the old Wade Boggs story, that he could drink on the airplanes quite a bit. Although I don't know if I believe those crazy stories. Evans makes the grab. These Brave Warriors can hit up and down the lineup, minus George. Nathan hitting well. He gets thrown out by Scott Rolen. Brings up Dwight Evans, cleanup hitter, 423, 11 home runs, playing the role very well. It's past the third baseman into left field, base hit to lead off the 3rd inning. Evans goes. Oh, Rolen pops it up. The catcher Jones is under it. He will make the play. Christopher says, 100% and a Sox fan born and raised, he could get a single anytime he wanted. That is true. I think he could have been a power hitter, too, if he really wanted to turn on the ball, but he didn't want to strike out. And he didn't want to swing at bad pitches. Renick says, do you like the Astros? Well, even after they got caught cheating, they still ended up producing a winner, so you got to give them credit somewhere along the line. That is into the gap. I don't know if the right fielder is going to get there, but he will. Makes the play, ends the inning. Nobody scores after 2.5, 3-0. Ties Hall of Famers. DLD says, do you have RBI for Nintendo? I sure do. Play RBI all the time. Probably my second favorite baseball game on the NES. The ball outside. James, the 8th hitter, hitting 438. Again, these Brave Warriors can really hit the ball well. Up and down the lineup. Casey Workman says, great game. Played this a lot in the 90s. This is a 90s classic. Great game by SNK. Jay Harv agrees. He loves this game. James ahead of all these fastballs here from Orel Hershiser. If he passes on one there, it hits the corner. Strikeout. Thomas comes up. He's got a home run on the year. Weak ground ball. Scott Rolen, strong throw across the diamond. Second out of the inning. Steve Nunn says, second night watching someone play Nintendo. Never gets old. It's classic. It's a bloop to Omar Vizquel to end the inning. Mr. Robot says, Baseball Stars has real MLB players. They do not. I created this team called Ties Hall of Famers, which are ironically not Hall of Fame players. They're all borderline Hall of Fame players. But I created their names, like Andruw Jones here at the plate in center field. That's a blast, but it is going to drift foul. Out of play. Had the distance. Just foul by a few feet. Left field umpire right on top of that call. 0-1 count. That's a bloop. Second baseman cannot get it. Does not try to jump either. That one bounces all the way to the wall. Center fielder over to get it. Takes the turn. Slow throw. Head home. Head first slide. Inside the park home run. Andruw Jones with an inside the park home run bloop just over the second baseman's head. Went all the way to the wall. They could not get him. Mattingly, same area here. Much higher, though. The right fielder should get under this one, and he does. John Doe says, love this game, and he still has it. It's a classic that you can't beat. It's a dropper that does not drop. Abe makes the play over to first. Peach says, All-Star Baseball next, please. Jay George says, what game is this? I played Little League Baseball, which seems to be the same format. Yes, they were both made by SNK. Little League Championship Series. Was the Little League version, basically, of Baseball Stars. A lot of similarities. Same kind of music, same kind of cartoonish graphics, just Little League players. That is nubbed into center field. Going to be a long run. Nobody's going to get to it. 1 out single. Chuck says, wow, fantastic. Mr. Robot says, if you rapidly press the buttons, do the runners run faster? They do not. No matter what you do, the speed is already determined by the player's attributes. So if you get a fast player, he's going to run fast. If you get a slow guy, he's going to run slow. No matter how much you bang on those buttons. Scott Rolen has that one. Over to second, get their lead runner, and the inning. Warriors have yet to score through 4-0. Steve Nuns wants us to put a home run clinic on against the girls' team. Maybe we will, next game. Facing Grover, the relief pitcher. A relatively high 7.44 ERA for Grover. Facing a dangerous hitter in Dwight Evans with 11 home runs among the league leaders. It's a weak grounder, though. See if Evans can leg this one out. Long throw. Gets it by a half step. David says Tony La Russa and Sega was his all-time favorite. I do remember Tony La Russa baseball. Excuse me. Tony La Russa or Tommy Lasorda? I think you might mean Tommy Lasorda. I don't know if I remember a Tony La Russa game, although I could be wrong. Uh-oh, the outfielder misplays this one. Is Scott Rolen going to get an inside-the-park home run? We have a pair of inside-the-park home runs this game, thanks to the slow-footed Brave Warriors outfielders, our second in consecutive innings. Unbelievable. Peach says, lovely ladies were a cash cow. They sure were. Peach says he worked on the Tony La Russa series on the PC. Very interesting. So there was a Tony La Russa game. Blasted into left field on a line. Caught by the left fielder on one hop. But he's single there for Omar Vizquel, bringing up Lou Whitaker. Check swing, he went around. Whitaker still looking for his first home run of the year. Hooks that one foul first base side. Joe C says Legends of the Diamonds was the game. Similar but Hall of Fame players. To the second baseman. Takes the short way, ends the inning. Consecutive innings with inside-the-park home runs. Sean says this is his favorite baseball game ever. Haven't played it since the 90s. Lucy says Brave Warriors look as bad as the SNK Crushers. I do have a superb pitching staff, so the Brave Warriors offense is struggling a bit right now. Orson comes in to pinch hit in the 7th spot. On line, Vizquel has it on one hop. Mr. Robot says starting to play Ken Griffey Jr. Presents Major League Baseball on the SNES. That's one I did not play. I did play Ken Griffey's Game Boy game on the original Game Boy, but I did not play the SNES. I moved on to Sega Genesis after my original Nintendo. 2 strikes here on James. Frank says, I forgot, could you advance or pull back runners on your own? You sure could. You controlled the runners completely. You could actually make them sit, too. If you wanted them to stop in mid-run, they could stop, too. If you wanted to wait out a fly ball. It's to left field. Sheffield has it. David says, don't sleep on La Russa Baseball for Sega. Good game. I actually don't remember that one. I'm going to look that up. I just have to check that out again. I was thinking you meant Tommy Lasorda baseball, which I do remember. High fly ball, left field, should be an easy play. Vince asks, what year is this? This is from 1989. Sharp rounded to third. Third baseman Wendell has it. One hop over to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 6th. Relatively good job pitching today for the Brave Warriors. They've allowed 5 runs, but 2 of them have been miscues by the defense that allowed inside the park home runs. Drop pitch doesn't drop. Smoked into right field. Foul. Right field umpire right on top of that call. And his hook past the first baseman. 2-out single from Mattingly. Jay Sentil says he loves this game. Vince said, did you play this back in the day? I sure did. I got this game as soon as it came out. My cousin had this game. As soon as I played it, I definitely wanted it myself, and I got it in 1989. Probably played 1,000 games in my youth. Bradley Joseph gives us the code. What is a Ren? That is a slow roller. Vizquel will have to hurry. Gets the pitcher by a running step. Back to the top of the order. Abe has a bloop. This one's got a chance. Vizquel on the run. Makes the grab. Gold Glover flashing the leather. Easy play for Lou Whitaker at second. 2 outs here. Excuse me, that was the 3rd out of the inning after 6 complete. Brave Warriors have just a pair of hits. End of the bat. Evans knocks it into right field. 1 pitch, 1 out. Vince says, what's your favorite game of the 80s? This is it right here. Baseball Stars, 1989, my favorite game of the 80s. Then if we're talking 90s, probably Tecmo Super Bowl, which came out in 1991. Eric says, ready for spring training? I sure am. Cannot get there fast enough. I'm just waiting to see where Aaron Judge wants to sign. They just confirmed that he's going to get 9 years guaranteed wherever he goes. I assume he's staying in New York, but San Francisco seems to have a chance. Christopher says, if you start in the back of the box as the pitch is coming, you slide forward while swinging. I'm going to give that a try here in Baseball Stars. You said that one worked for you in RBI. I'll try that at RBI next time, too, as well. That's a 1-out single, and I think Orel has had enough here. We will go to the bullpen. Terrence DeGrom signed with Texas. He did. I love Jacob DeGrom, but he cannot stay healthy. Tommy John into pitch. That's a bloop into right field. Evans has it. He throws home just for fun. 2 outs here. Oh, excuse me, it's Quisenberry pitching, not Tommy John. Quisenberry. Lou Whitaker has it. Makes the play home. Pitching is the name of the game here for Ty's Hall of Famers right now. Posting the shutout through 7 against the Brave Warriors. This is a bloop into center field. Easy play. Brings up Lou Whitaker, just 303 on the year. He's the weak link of the offense right now. Right on cue, easy ground ball to the second baseman, 2 quick outs. We'll leave Dan Quisenberry in there. He certainly can hit. And he sharp extra base hit into left field. 1 hops the wall. Quisenberry's going to end up at second base. All of our pitchers can hit pretty well. Benji comes on in relief. My goodness, Benji, the lefty closer with a 0.90 ERA. Fantastic job for the closer. This is to Andruw Jones. Long throw. Andruw Jones legs it out. Left side of the infield do not have strong arms for the Brave Warriors. And they have suffered because of it. And Benji gives it the run. RBI single for Don Mattingly, making it 6-0. Terrence says he likes these games from back then better than the games they have out now. A lot of people say that. Too many glitches in Madden. End of the bat. Shortstop has it. Ooh, he nearly threw that ball away, but he cuts the runner down at second. 1 run scores in the 8th, 6-0 after 7.5. Charlie Brown says, is this baseball for Nintendo? This is Baseball Stars for Nintendo. This is popped up. Quisenberry is there. He will jump for joy and get this one. 1 away. B-Money says this one in Hardball was cool. I do remember Hardball 3 for the Sega Genesis was a great game. Loved how they had the different stadiums. And for the second time this game, we threw the ball home. It started first. The Brave Warriors end up with an infield single. Andruw will pinch hit for the pitcher. Smokes one foul to the first base dugout. Person says, this is a great game. I agree. It's hit into center field. Long run. Andruw Jones can't get it, but he will cut the runner down at second base. Strong throw. Second out of the inning. Back to the top of the order we go. Pedro Diaz says, nice game. One of his favorites. Rolen has it. On to second. 3 outs. We head to the top of the 9th. Terrence says he used to do that all the time too. Throw the ball home by mistake. Sometimes your fingers just slip on the D-pad. It's a high fly ball, left field. Roger camps under it. 1 away. Brings up Scott Rolen, number 5 hitter. That's a rocket to the shortstop. Abe has it. Gets the out. 2 away, top of the 9th. The captain, Thurman Munson. Third baseman grabs it on 1 hop. Makes the play. 1, 2, 3 we go. Heading to the bottom of the 9th and the last chance for the Brave Warriors to come back. Farted 69 says, what's the name of this game? This is Baseball Stars on the NES. It's hit hard, but foul, out of play. Right field. Zach just 142 on the year. Long throw for Vizquel. 1 hops it. Mattingly picks it over on the other side. 1 away. Furry Dad says his childhood flashed in front of his eyes. Love bringing back those nostalgic memories for you guys. David says, hope his Braves re-sign Swanson. Munson jumps, makes the grab. Matt says, best baseball game for the NES and perhaps ever. I do tend to agree with that. As Quisenberry backs Roger off the plate. 5'11" with 9 home runs for Roger. Swing and a miss on the dropper from Quiz. Plenty of the Elders, his commentary is on point. I appreciate that. I always like hearing that. That is a blast. Right center field. We'll see if Evans can get there. He will, and this ball game is over. Ties Hall of Famers posted a shutout. 6-0 ball game, 9 innings. Gave up just 4 hits. 2 of them were defensive miscues. Quisenberry gets the save going the last 3 innings. Orel Hershiser 7-0. Andruw Jones had that 3-run home run in the top of the 2nd. Thomas 5-4 on the year. 38,000 fans. $72,000 brought in for the winners. Sanchez 82 says, love this game. This one and bases loaded 1 were his favorites. We'll check the standings after 21 games. There we go. There it is. We are 21-0. Though I admit my team is not fully powered up. My team is statistically just probably even with the American Dreams. I do not have a ton of powered up guys. But sometimes being the user-controlled team, you have the advantage of taking advantage of the AI. You see it there. Even though the Brave Warriors lost, they're still in 3rd place, 3 games ahead of the Ninja Blacksox. Willie, and in fact, the top 3 average guys in the league are all American Dreams. Babe leads in home runs with 14. Hank and RBI with 33. David Cohn and Orel Hershiser are up there in ERA. Fantastic job by those 2. Matt says, could never figure out batting versus hitting. Hitting would make you a better batting average, give you a better batting average chance, and batting would give you more power. So batting was home runs, hitting was batting average. That was the difference between batting and hitting. And let's give us a challenge now. Let us play the American Dreams. We'll be the home team here. We'll let the Dreams hit first. Left side, he is 3rd in the league in ERA right now against David Cohn, who's 1st in the league in ERA. So this should be quite a ball game here. I don't think the pitchers are going to get the best of these offenses here. These are the 2 best offenses with the 2 of the best pitchers in the league. So this game could go any way, actually. First pitch, Mattingly has it. Easy play. That is rocked right field. That ball could have a chance to go to the wall. Ooh, Evans right at the warning track. Babe gave it a ride but came up short. And it's an absolute murderer's row here for the American Dreams. Joe, 536 with 10 home runs. Honey asked what year was this game? This is 1989. This game came out. Ozzy says, exhibition versus the Lovely Ladies will bring in the most money. Yes, anytime you beat the Lovely Ladies, you would get the most money. Joe hits one high and deep right field. Long run. Dwight Evans has it. Right on the foul line. Third out of the inning. Pliny the Elder says, how is Scott Rolen in this? My team is made up of all... my team is created by me, made up of all borderline Hall of Fame players, so I got Scott Rolen as my starting third baseman. Matt, I appreciate the gift. Thank you so much. Dorg Germ says, when isn't it? We all know when it is. Oh, swing and a miss. Mattingly on the curve. Sai's got a superb curveball, especially lefty on lefty. Busts him inside. Fly ball, right field. Lefty has it. 2 outs. James asks, what team is yours? I am at bat right now. I'm the light-colored team with the gray hats, playing against the American Dreams in red with blue hats. Drop pitch doesn't drop into center field. Past Joe. All the way to the wall. Gary Sheffield's thinking extra bases. He will end up on second base with 2 outs. Tony says, his favorite game of all time. Yes, sir. Thank you for joining us. We pop this one up. Sai will take it himself to end the inning. Pliny the Elder says, that's cool. Crime that Munson hasn't been inducted yet. That is unfortunate for Munson. I think if he continued to play a few more years like he should have, he would have been in. High, deep to the wall. Oh, off the top of the wall. We climbed the wall to try to make a play on it, rob the home run, but it hit the very top of the wall. That was Hank in the 4th position, leading off with a very long single. The offense doesn't stop. Mattingly has it. Tags first. Hank gets back to first, though, sliding. Mattingly made a nice play to snag that one. Willie, he's the league leader in average right now, 569. 1-1 count on him. Top of the second. Daverin 77 said he used to love this game, would create a super team. Always fun creating this teams and leagues. That's what made Baseball Stars the best. This one has popped up. League leading hitter. Makes it out in a key position, bringing up Jay, 411, 5 home runs. Rolen has it. He'll go to second to end the inning. Ask says, looks solid. I always liked Bad News Baseball. Bad News Baseball is probably the most underrated baseball game on the NES, if you ask me. People forget about that game, but that was a great game. As on a line, one hops the wall. We get a leadoff single here in the bottom of the second inning. Here is Thurman Munson. Runner goes. Pop straight back. Tony Tate says, used to build teams of all 90 max players. I used to love that when I was young, too. But of course, after a while, it gets boring beating everybody 10-0 in the first inning when you have a super powered-up team. There's a rocket past Jay at third base, all the way to the wall, past Hank. And we will have guys at second and third. Throw comes in home. Cobra Kai says, best baseball game of all time. I agree. Strike on the corner for Sai. 2-1, no outs. Omar Vizquel up in a key spot. That's a rocket. High. Deep. Goodbye, baseball. 3-0 lead for the Hall of Famers. Sai came in with a 1.80 ERA on the year, 3rd in the league. And that's going to go up just a bit. Omar Vizquel with a huge 3-run blast. Brings up Lou Whitaker right at 300 on the year. He will pop up to Babe at catcher. Pliny the Elder says, Posey will get in first ballot with pretty much the same accolades and similar stats as Munson. I agree. Vince loved double dribble. We do occasionally play double dribble here as well. That one is to Pete at second base. 2 outs recorded very quickly after that Omar Vizquel home run. That's a rocket, right field. Does it have enough? High, deep, right at the warning track. Lefty brings it in to end the inning, but 3 runs cross the plate thanks to Omar Vizquel. 3-0 after 2. David disagrees, doesn't think Posey's getting in first ballot. Posey does he have 2 or 3 rings as well? But I think Posey's got the stats, the all-star appearances, the respect. Long run for Evans, making that play in foul territory. And here is Cy batting 0-25. He best not get a hit against David Cone. Thankfully, he pops it up. Lou Whitaker has it. Bike Hub, thank you for the gifts. I appreciate it. Very nice of you. Qua7777 says commentary is great. Thank you again. Bike Hub continues to send the gifts. Thank you. AJ Saunders, one of the best NES baseball games was Base Wars. Of course, who could forget Base Wars? Close plays at the base, and you'd have to fight over who would be safe or out. Mike says, rare for Vasquez to hit home runs. Vizquel, I think you meant. Vizquel. That is shot to center field. Continued to carry, but Joe makes the play. Ball was hit right on the button by Mattingly. Goes for an out. Jay, long throw. Sheffield beats it out. Infield single. Josh asks, RBI Baseball? No, this is Baseball Stars. Although we do play RBI Baseball here at Retro Sports Games. That's popped up. Pete will make a play on this one. John asks, ever played the Super Console X Pro? What do you think about it? I have never even heard of that, so I have not played it. Is that a new console? I'm used to the old ones, Nintendo and Sega and Game Boy. Those are the ones I'm used to. Maybe a little Wii as well. Harkin asks, what warning track? Well, we pretend. That's one of the rare features not in Baseball Stars was a warning track. That is on a line. On one hop, excuse me. Jax has it. Goes to second, ends the inning. 3-0 after 3. Brett says, the way the song repeats itself over and over, drilled straight into my brain. Yes. This is the melody of my dreams right here. Indy's Finest asks, who is the best all-time Major League Baseball player we've ever seen? It would be tough to beat probably Pedro. Maybe Ken Griffey Jr. It's a blast. Left field, high and deep. To the wall. Oh! We're going to need a replay on that one. A 2-run jack. Gary Sheffield was right on top of that one. I thought he robbed that home run. Joe takes a 2-run jack on David Cone. 1-run ball game. No, I thought I absolutely robbed that one. Could not come up with it. Bike Hub, thank you for the gifts. I appreciate it. I really do. TD Mitchell Tree says best NES baseball game ever. Pizza says Mattingly went to bench coach my Jays. Love Mattingly as a player. John says the Super X Pro is the super emulator with about 150,000 preloaded games for all different consoles. Oh yeah, I've heard of those. I didn't think I knew the name. That is incredible when they can put that many games on. Bike continues to send the gifts. I certainly appreciate it. Jay Ruggedy says they can climb the wall in an NES baseball game. Get out. They sure could. That was a fun feature of this game as we strike out Hank in a key position here. 1-run ball game. You could also dive for the ball and you could jump. The infielders could leap for the ball. Michael Hood says he loves this game. Still play it to this day. It is a fun game to play. It never really gets old. Especially if you love baseball. Mitchell Tree says, you timed that perfectly, should have been robbed. I agree. I have done that. I have robbed a home run with an outfielder before. fact, I posted it on my feed a couple of months ago, robbing a home run with one of the lovely ladies in center field. But I definitely thought I had that one. Oh, check swing. He did go around. Vizquel at the 3-run blast in the second inning. Ooh, making a play for home run number 2. Two strikes, one out on the shortstop. Size pitch. Oh, swing and a miss. Free swinging on that curveball inside. 2 outs. Lou Whitaker trying to extend the inning. He will not. Cy makes the easy play. 1, 2, 3, they go. 3-2 ball game after 4. Skill has that one. Over to Mattingly, 1 away. Mitchell says, that's what I love about this game. The gameplay, diving, jumping, climbing the wall. I agree. You add in the statistics and the created players. Pinch hitter comes in. Johnny rocks one, right field. Foul ball. Evans nearly made the play. Johnny is a superb pinch hitter. 2 strikes here, facing David Cone. Drop pitch, gets him swinging. Key strikeout for David Cone. They will leave Cy in there to continue to pitch here. Slow roller, foul ball, 2 strikes on the lefty pitcher. Swing and a miss on the curveball outside. The 4.5, 3-2 ball game. Relief pitcher coming in, so they don't pinch hit for him, but they pull him for a relief pitcher, bringing Denny. 5.29 ERA for the middle relief pitcher. He gets the first batter to pop up. TD Mitchell says, I always like playing with the Ninja Blacksox. They were fast. They had a couple of very good hitters in their lineup, and they had a couple of very good pitchers. So overall, they were the second best computer-generated team, I believe. But their speed, you're right, their speed and defense were really key. I wish they had a couple of more big hitters in their lineup to compete with the American Dreams. Up the middle, snagged by Denny. 1, 2, 3, they go. 3-2 ball game after 5 complete. Pizza for Days says his dad always picked Ninja Blacksox. We all knew they were a good team. On a line, on 1 hop, Whitaker has it, makes the play. If you haven't already done so, please give us a follow at Retro Sports Games. So we are trying to get to 10,000 followers. We inch closer to that number every day. Combs starting to slow down right here. He may have to be lifted for a relief pitcher soon. Babe to the second baseman. Here is Joe. He did have the 2-run home run that should have been robbed by Gary Sheffield, I really think. 1-1 count, 2 outs. Cone staying in there, living dangerously, throwing just in the 60s right now. Drop pitch doesn't drop, but Rolen has it. Makes the throw across the diamond. Mattingly picks it out of the dirt to end the inning. The 5.5, 3-2 ball game. JB, thank you for the gifts. I appreciate it. 12-Foot Ninja says, RBI Baseball? No, we do play RBI Baseball, but this is Baseball Stars. That's a rocket. High, deep, left center field. Goodbye, baseball. 4-2 ball game. Ties Hall of Famers. Doubling up on the American Dreams now. Key insurance run. That was Gary Sheffield with the solo blast to lead off the bottom of the 6th. Evans making a play going oppo. TD Mitch, I agree. He says he's not a fan of Baseball Stars 2. I agree. When I was young, I rented it 1 time, never played it again. It just did not do it for me. They didn't really improve upon anything. There was also some weird glitches in the game when you created players and traded them to different teams. Sometimes you couldn't change their name after that. So if you tried to do the trick where you would, in Baseball Stars, make teams and trade players to get super-powered players, a lot of the guys would end up with the same name because you couldn't change their names. They also didn't have any of the nostalgic feel of teams like the American Dreams. They had different teams. It just wasn't that fun. It was no improvement. Of course, Baseball Stars Professional for Neo Geo was a fantastic game, but I never played that on the home console, just in the arcade. Citrus said, goodbye baseball. Absolutely right. Sheffield coming up huge in a key position. JB says, Little League is better than Baseball Stars 2. I think everybody agrees with that. Little League Baseball is a great game. 2 strikes, strike out, but it's going to be defensive indifference. They're going to let the runner take second base. They'll be second and third with 2 outs. See if Lou Whitaker can come up with a big hit here. This is a bloop, center field. Will it fall? Joe charges, makes the play on the run. Hall of Famers pick up a single run, 4-2 after 6. Cone stays in there. Ugh, throws it home. Back to first, and they still get him. That will be scored 5-2-3 on the putout. And I think that will do it for David Cone. Got lucky there. We will bring on Tommy John to face Lefty. Lefty on lefty action here. John with a 5.14 ERA. Mattingly has it. 1 pitch, 1 out for Tommy John. Facing Willie. Continues to be the league leader in average. Smokes 1 foul, third base side. Swing and a miss on the dropper. Late swing, but he did go. Back-to-back droppers. That one doesn't drop. Forget about it. Willie takes the pitch. High and deep. We got a 1-run ball game again. Unbelievable. JB says he saw Tommy John pitch at Yankee Stadium when he was a Bronx Bomber. Tommy John was a definite borderline Hall of Famer, which is why he is on my team, just short of 300 wins. If he does not lose those seasons to his arm injury, he likely gets to 300 wins. I believe he ended somewhere in the 280s. Hearn says this game took over his 7th grade life. Me too. So did it for me. I was about 11 when this game came out. We will leave Tommy John in there to hit, and it is a smart move. Tommy John into the gap all the way to the wall. He is a slow runner, but he ends up on his second base. Leadoff double. Helping out his own cause. He gave that home run, but trying to help things out here. Andruw Jones will leg that out. Tommy John draws the throw. We got guys at first and third. Mr. Ray Estrella says always preferred bases loaded to this one. Mattingly rocks one right field. Lefty will have it, but we will tag. Head home, see if Tommy John can score. Head first slide, he's in there. 5-3 ball game. 1980 Trucker says, I mean they named an arm surgery after the guy. Give him the Hall of Fame. I agree. That is on a line. Doesn't have enough to get out. Very top of the wall. It's going to a long, long single. That just missed a home run by a foot for Gary Sheffield. Hearn doesn't agree. He says bases loaded was horrible compared to Baseball Stars. I admit I did not play much bases loaded growing up. As Evans looks at a strike right out over the plate. Rolen pops it up. That should end the inning. TV Mitch says bases loaded didn't give you the gameplay that this does. It did, however, have Paste, who might be the all-time greatest video game baseball player. 12 foot is right, says subjective, isn't it? I agree. Whether or not you played it when you were young, probably. I did not play much bases loaded. Korea 523 says Sheffield having a good night. He sure is. I still think he robbed that home run by Joe as well. Eddie comes on to pinch hit to face Tommy John. Pops it up. Omar should have it. Leaps to make the grab. 2 away. Back to the top of the order. Pete, 457. Great number for a leadoff hitter. Tommy John trying to close things out in the 8th. Mattingly snags it, takes it unassisted, ends the inning. We had a close one, 5-3. Heading to the bottom of the 8th. Fisherman says Blades of Glory is great too as well. Blades of Steel, I think you might mean. Blades of Story was the ice skating movie, if I'm not mistaken. Leadoff single here in the 8th. 1980 Trucker, I agree. He says RBI Baseball is the next best. I love that they still make RBI games. Best baseball game on my phone. Jack snags that one. At shortstop, we're safe back at first. One away. Taken off for second base. Babe's throw cannot get there in time. We got a runner in scoring position. Key hit here by Lou Whitaker will give us a little cushion. It will not happen, though. Pops up, center field. Joe has it. JB agrees that Blades of Steel is a great hockey game. 12-Foot says, this is the only live I've watched for more than 30 seconds. I do appreciate it. I appreciate all you guys sticking around. Nearly 400 viewers right now. As I get caught looking, reading comments, we head to the 9th. 5-3 ball game. We will bring in a relief pitcher. We're going to go with Dan Quisenberry. Among the league leaders in saves, he will face Babe. Probably should have brought in John Franco to face the lefty Babe. We'll see how this one plays out. 5-3 ball game. Right on cue, he smacks a single to center field. One on. We are one swing away from this being a tie ball game, folks. Joe already has a 2-run blast. Rolen has it. On to second. Back to first. Could not turn the double play, but they cut down the lead runner. Oh! High and deep. Did he get enough of it? He sure did. Sheffield goes up, scales the wall. Quisenberry gives up the lead. We got a tie ball game, 5-5 in the 9th inning. Dan Quisenberry gives up the 2-run blast to Hank to tie things up. My goodness. The offense comes late for the American Dreams. Oh, things are all square. Pop up to Whitaker. Here we are with Willie up. He's already hit a home run. That one's to right field. Uh-oh, this one's carrying high and deep. Right in front of the warning track. Ends the inning, and we will take this game to the bottom of the 9th. 5-5, top of the order up. Dizzy on in relief. 3.37 ERA for Dizzy. Andrew Jones pops it up right back to the pitcher. Easy play. 1 pitch, 1 out. Don Mattingly is up. Mattingly smacks one over the first baseman's head all the way to the wall. Can Donnie Baseball get to scoring position? He looks like he will. Throw comes in, though. Sliding, he is safe. 1 out double for Donnie Baseball. Huge play. Sheffield. Got a duck on the pond at second base. Third base line, Jay has it. Over to first. They cannot get anybody. Mattingly moves over to third. All Evans has to do is put a fly ball into left field. Throw comes home. They get the out at first, but the run scores. Dwight Evans ground out, and they cannot cut him down at home, and we score on the fielder's choice. What a ball game. Quisenberry blows the save, but ends up getting the win. 5 home runs in the ball game. Dizzy gets the loss in relief. His first loss of the year. Unbelievable game. Back and forth they went. 9 full innings. 6-5 ball game. Unbelievable. So try to catch up on some comments. Zizek says, American Dream's doing American Dream things. You are right. Joe Bonga says, love this. Everybody liked that. JB says that's the game. Appreciate the gifts. Korea 523, what a game. We'll check the standings now. We played 22, so we'll get the other 4 teams to play a game, and we'll check the stats. Ooh, Brave Warriors have to score one in the ninth to beat the Lovely Ladies in a close one. We will check the stats. JB says you're having a Chicago Bulls-like season. I am. 22-0 on the year. Look at that. Brave Warriors just 2 games behind the American Dreams. Lovely Ladies pulling up the rear at 2-20 on the season. Willie still leading the league in batting average. In fact, 4 of the top 5 are American Dreams. Our best hitter is Don Mattingly at 479. Babe leading in home runs with 14. Enzo's got 12. A ton of guys tied with 11. Vizquel, thanks to that 3-run home run this past game, tied with Hank, league leading RBI at 35. Cone, ERA pops up there a little bit, but it's still under 1. Size right at 2. Cone, league leader in wins. Cone, Cy, and Orel all having great years. Quisenberry leads in saves, although he blew the save in the last game. Did pick up the win. Alright, does anybody want to see another game? Who wants to see another game? Who should we play? Awesome asks, are your stats maxed? They are not. We will take a look at my team here. My pitches are very good. Orel is great. David Cone, still not all powered up. Like I said, these pitchers are good. If we move down to hitters, as I mentioned, my hitters are not that great. I mean, they're above average, but I did not have a ton of guys in the 80s or 90s. Jeb wants us to play again. Booyah Effect also wants to play. As you can see, my guys have some good stats, but there are a lot of them that are in their 60s or so. Guys like Vizquel have great running and defense and prestige. Sheffield, some good power numbers, but again, you see those guys are in the 60s. Booyah Effect from Miami, welcome to the show. So those numbers. I do have a lot of money. I do have $3.5 million to spend, but I don't want to really blow my guys up too far. Totally says play another game. Let's do it. Let us play against the Ninja Blacksox. You guys were talking about the Ninja Blacksox earlier. Great defense, great pitching, a couple of good hitters. We will go against Suzuki. He's there. Ace. Patrick Cole says he's never seen this game. Welcome. This is Baseball Stars on the original NES from 1989. Awesome says you got to get Garvey and Gibson some upgrades. I do. They're on the bench right now, but they do deserve some upgrades. Smacked that one first pitch, but stabbed by the third baseman, Hiachi. First out of the inning. Of course, Suzuki pitches the right-handed submarine pitcher. He's got a good curveball, too. 3.60, respectable ERA. Of course, tons of offense in this league. So that's a pretty good ERA. That is smacked right on cue, high and deep. Don Mattingly gets one into the third row. Quick 1-0 lead for the Hall of Famers. Awesome says, I can remember my folks turning this game without holding down reset and losing lots of progress. That was devastating as a young kid to lose your created team or your league, especially if you got deep into the league. I do play my game now on an emulator so I can save state at any time. Every time I play, I save state to save all the stats just in case. In fact, I can play multiple seasons with multiple teams at different times and not ever have to erase a league like that. Score one thanks to a Mattingly home run. Ninja Blacksox, their offense is pretty good. They have struggled overall, though. Their record, they're in 4th place behind the American Dreams, and the Brave Warriors. They have a losing record right now. Kozo, 431 with 1 home run. Mattingly takes it himself one way. Kuno at 414, one of the rare female players outside of the Lovely Ladies team. If I'm not mistaken, there's only 2 or 3 female players that don't play for the Lovely Ladies. I know Medusa for the Ghastly Monsters. Kuno here. She swings and misses. Got the dropper. Brings up Hayachi, the third baseman. 423, 11 home runs. He's among the league leaders in home runs. Whitaker has it. 1, 2, 3 go the Black Sox. 1-0 ball game. So we are at 300 viewers right now. If you haven't already done so, please follow us at Retro Sports Games. You see the name right there in front of you in the middle of the screen. Give us a follow. We have a ton of videos on our feed. All the old school classic sports games. We fly out deep left field. Bring up Thurman Munson. That's an easy one-hopper to the second baseman. Bonton makes the play. 2 quick outs here. Omar Vizquel tied for the league lead in home and RBI, excuse me. Bonton snags it in the gap, makes the play. The offensive players continue. Hanzo's hitting very well. Top 4 hitters are all over 400 for the Ninja Blacksox. It's amazing. They actually have a losing record thanks to all this offense. Big says he played this game on his emulator earlier, his favorite game of all time. I'm right there with you. My favorite game. We get Hanzo to strike out. Bringing up Benke, the catcher. Will he bloop one in? No, Omar. On the run, makes the play. Orel is cruising right now. It's a high fly ball, center field. Andrew Jones makes the grab. 1-0 after 2 full. Whitaker continues to be the weak link in the lineup. Just 285. Very low average. Slow roll at a first. Hanzo has it. He'll take it unassisted. 1 away. John says, played this game as a kid back in the 80s. Good memories. I agree. Great memories. We pop up to the catcher. Film says, great game for the NES. Second only to Zelda and Tecmo Super Bowl. I agree, Tecmo Super Bowl, great game. I will admit, though, I was not much of a side-scroller or RPG player, so I did not ever play Zelda. I will admit, not one single moment have I ever played Zelda. I did play Mario, Super Mario Brothers and Super Mario Brothers 2, but never Zelda. John says, Sweet Lou should be in the Hall of Fame. I agree, he is one that should definitely be in. I believe he is the highest non-steroid player as far as wins above replacement to not be in the Hall of Fame. And I think if Alan Trammell made it, Lou Whitaker certainly should make it. Orel continues to cruise here. Came in with a 1.54 ERA, second in the league, only to teammate David Cohn. And he'll continue to have that lowered. Suzuki, the upright batting stance. Not much hitting for him, though. Scott Rolen strong throw. Makes the play. 1, 2, 3, they go. Rhodes says, I used to play this game all the time. One of my all-time favorites. Love stealing home runs. We nearly stole one last game. Gary Sheffield scaled the wall. He was right there. I really thought he had it, but they ruled it a home run. Mattingly could not beat that one out. He had the only run this game. Solo shot in the first inning. Sheffield gives this one a ride. Should be an easy play. Mid-left field. Bring up Dwight Evans with 2 outs. On a line just past the shortstop. And Numa could not make the grab on that one. 2-out single for Evans. Bringing up Scott Rolen. He'll pop up and end the inning. Power is 4,200, says Baseball All-Stars. Yes, Baseball Stars for the NES. Crypt Keeper knows. He says, what is a Wren? My own Catfish says, I actually didn't buy my NES until this game got released. Good reason to buy it. Film says, love the ability to save stats. Absolutely, that was key to loving this game. We're back to the top of the order for the Ninja Blacksox. Foul ball, 2 strikes. For 5 says, bases loaded. No, Baseball Stars. John says, Lou Whitaker's numbers are as good, if not better than Ozzie Smith. Absolutely. Certainly had more power numbers, RBI. course, Ozzie Smith had the flash at shortstop. Fan favorite with just about everybody. Kozo bloops one, Mattingly over, makes the grab in foul territory. Pete, Omar Vizquel's favorite. Mattingly stabs that one on a line, end the inning. We won't mention it, but no hits allowed so far for Orel Hershiser. On my own catfish says Dewey was his favorite player. One of my all-time favorites, too. I was a Red Sox fan. Still am a Red Sox fan. Dwight Evans was a great, underrated power hitter. Another one who really should be getting more consideration for the Hall of Fame. And as a slow roll at a third, throws him out by half a step, 2 outs. Here in the top of the 5th. Lou Whitaker back up, second base. Come on, Lou, we're giving you Hall of Fame credit. Let's do something. Dan Davis says, is this RBI baseball? No, this is Baseball Stars. As Whitaker grounds out to end the inning. Pitcher's duel, 1-0 after 4.5. Film says Pete Rose should get in. I think he should too. I think he has fully admitted that he was 100% in the wrong. On the field, though, he was amazing. Such a great player. Hard-nosed. He did everything you wanted him to. All-star at multiple positions. I think you gotta finally let him in. Wrestling says he always played RBI baseball. I played a ton of RBI as well. Mattingly dies, but he can't get to it. Joshua says this game was it back in the day. I agree. Back in the day and still today. Henzo bloops one. Whitaker has it. One away. Bringing up Benke. Dan Davis says Andruw Jones, Braves, and son on the way. Does Andruw Jones have a son coming up? Is that what you're saying? I did not know that. JB says Baseball Stars by SNK before the Neo Geo era. Yes, Neo Geo did make it great. Neo Geo has fantastic graphics. This one has popped up. Uh-oh, who wants to make the play? I don't think anyone's going to make it. Ooh, long run for Dwight Evans. I didn't think he was going to get there, but he did. Black Sox getting infield cheap single as we accidentally threw the ball home. They have yet to score. We got Orel here. He's staying in the game. He can handle the bat. 300, 2 home runs. Making a play for an extra base hit. High and deep, right center field, but the right fielder, Juibi, however you pronounce that, J-Y-U-B-I, Juibi, makes the play. Some of these Black Sox names I never really knew how to pronounce. I can pronounce Suzuki, though. He is cruising right now. Just one mistake to Don Mattingly. Check swing. Andruw Jones pops up to the catcher. John says he doesn't agree about Pete Rose, one of his favorites, but he was caught betting on games. I agree. If I'm not mistaken, though, he never bet for the Reds to lose. He only bet for them to win. Still in the wrong, but I think after all these years, he has paid his debt. And he should be let in. Joshua says, amazing to see this game and where we're at now with MLB The Show. I agree. As Hippo comes in to pinch hit for Bonton, the 8th hitter. Slow roller, see if Rolen can get him. Strong throw. Easy play. Dan Davis says, yes, check Andruw Jones on YouTube. His 17-year-old is a beast. I will have to look that up. Andruw Jones, great player. If I'm not mistaken, Andruw Jones was in the major leagues at about 19. Film says Blades of Steel was also good. On My Own Catfish says neither Baseball Stars 2 by Romstar or Neo Geo Baseball Stars Professional was as good as this Baseball Stars. JB says it's pronounced Sasuke. Sasuke. Is it? It's not Suzuki? Suzuki. It's Sasuke? Like Daisuke Matsuzaka? I may just have to pronounce it Suzuki, though. I don't know if I can change after all these years. Yes, On My Own Catfish. I believe it was Andruw, A-N-D-R-U-W. R-U-W. I'm going to definitely have to look that up now, JB. I am going to look up all the pronunciation of all the Ninja Blacksox, because I have never pronounced any of the names correctly, as we get a leadoff double. Bloops in past the center fielder to lead off the top of the 7th for Gary Sheffield. Iga comes in, 6.30 ERA for the lefty, sidewinder. Slow roller up the middle, diving play. Over to first he goes, and the defensive AI. And we have first and third with no outs. Scott Rolen up in a huge position. Runner takes off for second. Rip down the third base line, fair. Everybody will be safe. Bases loaded, no outs. Big says make a jumping catch. Oh, swing and a miss from Thurman Munson. 1-1 count, no outs. Huge position for the captain right now. Oh, swing and a miss. 1-2, no outs. He needs to come up with something here. That is to center field. It should be good enough to knock in a run. Both runners take off. Throw comes into third base. We will score a run. 2-0 ball game thanks to the sac fly from Munson. Vizquel comes up. Ooh, curveball. Started inside, broke right out over the plate. Oh, and that one curves outside. Vizquel absolutely fooled. Takes that ball inside, nearly hit his elbow. Runners take off, but he swings and misses. I'm my own catfish. 8 home runs, yes. It's produced the power. But sometimes the statistics just don't add up to their attributes. Whitaker is a very good hitter, according to his attributes, but hitting just .279 with no home runs. He has played every game. Cuts the runner down at second, ends the inning. We do get 1 run on the Thurman Munson sac fly. Orel stays in there. Slow roller, Whitaker has it. Continues to play great defense, despite the offense lacking. That one's to Rolen. He throws it home. That one's going to be trouble. Threw it home for the second time this game. Infield single, and that could be disastrous. Omar says maybe they got mixed up. Lou Whitaker is Omar Vizquel. Yeah, I should switch the names. We got Hanzo in a dangerous position. 1 out, 2-0 lead. Ooh, that dropper did not drop, and that could have been trouble. Swings at this one, center field, long run. Andruw Jones won't get there, but he'll cut the runner down with a strong throw at second base. Runner had to hold. Orel starting to slow down a bit, throwing in the 80s. Swing and a miss. Relay throw. Oh, goodness. The speed comes into play, and they got a man in running and scoring position now. Benke, the catcher. Swing and a miss. Dropper doesn't drop. Uh-oh, and that stolen base was key. Runner does not come home, but they got first and third now. 2 outs, and Numa's up. Orel's going to come out of the game in favor of John Franco. 2.57 ERA. We're going to have lefty on lefty here. Key decision. Gets the out at first base on 1 pitch. Preserves the 2-0 lead. John Franco. We will pinch hit for John Franco. Bring in Kirk Gibson. 333 and limited at bats. To face Ija. Lefty on lefty. Should have probably brought in the righty, but it's a ball outside. Top of the 8th. Gibson trying to come up. Get the lead runner on. Free swinging. Strike. That one's pushed down the third base line. Past the third baseman. Huge hit. Going all the way to the wall. Leadoff double for Kirk Gibson. Huge base hit for the veteran. Strainer3 says, great job with one of the best baseball games ever. Thanks for joining us. Give us a follow if you like what you see. So we got Andruw Jones up. It's a blast to left field, but hooking well foul. Check swing, and then he went all the way around. Runner takes off. That's a blast to left field. He makes the easy play. Did I tag or did I get caught? Oh, I got caught off the bag. I thought I tagged. I guess I didn't get back all the way. Shortstop has it. Easy play ends the inning. Base running blunder. We got a 2-0 game headed to the bottom of the 8th. Olaf says, Ninja Blacksox are speedy. They sure are. They're known for their speed. All my pitchers are sad from being used. We will go with Tommy John. Face Jayubi. Slow roller to first. Defense comes into play. Mattingly grabs it. Takes it himself. Brings up Hippo. Second baseman came on to pinch hit earlier. Scott Rolen has a strong throw. 2 pitches, 2 outs. On my own catfish that says no Eck. Well, there is a reason why we do not have Dennis Eckersley. Normally I would. He is a great player. Love him as a commentator as well for the Boston Red Sox. But my team is made up of all borderline Hall of Famers. No Hall of Famers on this team. Of course, Eck is in the Hall of Fame. Gives it a ride to center field. It comes up short. 1, 2, 3 they go. Ahead of the top of the ninth. See if we can get some insurance runs. Hachi comes in with his 9.9 ERA. This bullpen is struggling for the Ninja Blacksox. One of the reasons why they have a losing record. Gary Sheffield, 434, 9 home runs. Would love to get number 10 right here. Making a play. On a line, hit that on the button to the warning track. 1 away. Oh, check swing foul, first base side. Evans ready. Hooks it to the third baseman. Long throw. Evans not enough speed. Hachi makes the play. 2 away. Scott Rolen. My own catfish says, at least you don't have Bob Stanley or Calvin Schiraldi. Don't remind me. I was just a kid in '86 when that Boston bullpen blew it against the Mets. Everyone wants to put the blame on Buckner, but Bob Stanley and Calvin Schiraldi were absolutely terrible in Game 6. There's a base hit left field. 2 on, 2 outs. Omar Vizquel is up. Shortstop among the league leaders in RBI. Will not get one here. Grounds out to the pitcher. We get a close 2-0 ball game. We won our last game in the bottom of the 9th, 6-5. This one's a 2-0 game in the bottom of the 9th. Some really close games. Tommy John. It's a leadoff man to ground out to first, bringing up Kuno. Still at 400. Bloop center field. This one's got a chance to fall. It will, right in front of Andruw Jones. 1 on, 1 out. For Hayachi, he could tie this ball game up with 1 swing. John backs him off. Gets a strike. Will he dare go dropper? He does. Gets him swinging. Huge play. We're bringing the relief pitcher. See if Quisenberry can close it out. Quisenberry blew it last game, blew the save, but ended up with the win last game. This one is hooked foul, out of play. 2 strikes. Ninja Blacksox down to their last strike. Mattingly grabs it in foul territory to end the game. 2 runs, 8 hits for the Hall of Famers. No runs on 4 hits for the Ninja Blacksox. Orel with the win. Quisenberry with the save. Mattingly with the only home run of the ball game. A pitcher's duel. 2-0. Unbelievable game. Christopher Hunter says, oh my god, the nostalgia. My own catfish love that. We get 77,000 in the win. Let's let everybody else play their games. Warriors in Dreams. And the Monsters and the Ladies. That one goes to extras. 3-2. Ghastly Monsters win that game. We will check the standings. After 23 games, we are 23-0. 7 games ahead of the American Dreams. Lovely Ladies pulling up the rear, 2-21. See, Willie leads everybody in batting average still. Some unbelievable averages. A ton of guys well over 450. There are the home runs. Babe leads with 14. Hank is the league leader in RBI, just ahead of our own Omar Vizquel. David Cohn, 0.96 ERA on the season. Orel at 1.39. Cohn, Orel, and Cy, league leaders in wins, with Quisenberry picking up his 5th save of the year last game, getting 1 pitch for 1 save. And that will do it for us for tonight. You just watched us play a ton of our created league games for Baseball Stars. Please give us a follow at Retro Sports Games. We're on TikTok. We're starting out at YouTube as well, so look us up on YouTube. Thanks for watching tonight. Maybe we'll be back again later on tonight to play a little more Baseball Stars or Tecmo Super Bowl, so give us a look. Thanks for joining us, and have a great night.